My name is TJ Gamble, and this is Brewzle. But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there.
All right, you've tuned in to the Brewzle live stream. Hopefully, you've got your Monday off to a pretty good start so far, and hopefully we can wind it down here together. My name's TJ. This is my better half, Jill. So pull yourself up a chair, pour you a stiff drink. Let's just hang out for a couple of hours here and talk about bourbon. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do a couple of fun things, and then it's just going to devolve into God knows what. But what we're going to start with is I have 4 80-proof budget bourbons here that Jill's going to pour for me, and then I'm going to blind them and rank them, and we'll get Jill's opinion on them as well as we go through that. And as soon as that's done...
Because that's what really matters.
What Jill's opinion is
My
what really
opinion,
matters? You're
yeah.
probably right. Probably right. At least a second opinion.
That's all that really matters is my opinion.
As soon as that's done, then we're going to get to the main event. And we're going to try George T Stagg. I think this is a 2020 George T Stagg. And we're going to try it against Stagg Jr. Batch 18. No longer Stagg Jr. It's got an inferiority complex. Can't be called Junior anymore. And a lot of folks say they didn't release 2021 George T Stagg. So a lot of folks are saying maybe this release, which is supposed to be really delicious. I have had a little. It is delicious. Maybe this was what was supposed to be released as George T Stagg last year. I don't know. Just speculation. Probably no truth in it whatsoever. But we'll try it here in just a little bit once we get through this budget blind. Let me check and see what's going on in the chat. We got Colton over there, Nessican, Kyle Jett, Nate in the house.
Hello,
Nate, your bottles are going out tomorrow. I had a little snafu. I thought they had been mailed, but I didn't send the address. But the things that I owe you should be on the way tomorrow. We've got, let's see, Devin, Damon, Elite, Austin, Roberts in the chat. D. Willett, I see you over there. The Lord Strad, Pickwell, Spud, Evan Bale. Man, we got a loaded out chat here today. John Fritzges. Get that? Did I get that, Jill?
Yes, you got that.
Okay.
I don't know, confirmed. Did
Jeremy
you get that?
Ledford is sipping McKenna 10 in Opelika, Alabama. Beautiful Opelika.
We're sipping Opelika, Alabama, too.
We're just not
We're
sipping
about to
McKenna
be.
10. We do have some
Haven't
McKenna, though.
yet, but-
We have McKenna in this lineup right here. Devin with the super chat. $20 super chat. Cheers. Cheers to you too, Devin. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you for that.
How's the Lincoln? So Maggie is doing fine. She's at the shop right now in LaGrange, Georgia, having the power steering gearbox replaced. And we're not going to stream next Monday because we are going to be in Branson, Missouri for a little vacation. And I'm debating very seriously whether I take Maggie on that trip because that's a long way.
It's a long way.
And so, you know, it's just like last time she struggled a little bit, but I fixed all the issues she struggled with. So now it might be time to test her again, you think?
I don't know if I would test her as soon as she gets back home from the shop.
What, like, that's the best time to test. She's back from the shop. She's been running great. We'll see how the steering gearbox holds up. Daniel from Gary, Indiana. All right, so let's, in search of Stagg Jr., well, good luck. Those are hard to come by. Do we expect me to get a little tipsy? Once we hit that barrel proof stuff, it's probably going to happen. I'm trying to eat a little less. You know, I want to be the biggest whiskey talker on the planet, but not the biggest whiskey talker on the planet. You know, there's like, depending on how you're judging, and we're trying to not win by weight. So trying to eat a little better. So when
y'all see me over here hitting on his leg,
she
y'all
won't
know.
hit on me. She just look at me like this. Mm-hmm. And
I
don't know if y'all can see that. But we are about to have a good time. So I'm going to step out of here for just a second. Y'all help Jill pour these bottles. Give me nice, healthy pours of these, Jill, so I can make sure I get my taste buds all warmed up. I've had no alcohol today at all. So these will be first pours. And these are great first pours, 80 proof. We've got JTS Brown, which Kyle just helped me acquire. Never had this. I've never had this bottle before, so this will be the first time. That's the most Old Fitz I've had. So just a little bit of Old Fitz there. Again, this McKenna, only bottle I've ever owned of that, so haven't drank a lot of that. But I have been into this Barton just a little bit here. So all of these 80 proofers, all of these pretty budget friendly, although they're not necessarily all super easy to find. This one I had a little trouble finding. Took me a while to find this Old Fitz here. Those two are pretty easy to come by around here, though. The Very Old Barton and the McKenna.
That's a big bottle.
That is a big bottle. I'd rather have a little one, but that's the only bottle I could find of that. I have the small bottle's 100 proof, and I do have that one, but I didn't want to put any 100 proof.
Like
these are all
80-ish.
80 proof, entry level, thin looking. This one actually looks a little darker, but honestly, it may just be the label. That one looks a little dark as well, but again, I think it might just be the label on those. Chris Bridges, what's going on? Sipping on some Rare Breed. Tried some Smoke Wagon over the past 2 weeks. Found out about my chance to get into my first raffle. Nice. Hopefully you get in that raffle and you win something. They released the quarterly lottery list today for the state of Alabama.
Oh, really?
It wasn't supposed to be released till next Monday.
What's
They
on
dropped
it?
it today. E.H. Taylor Single Barrel, E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Weller Full Proof, 107. There is a Heaven Hill 20, which is super rare, but no chance at that. They probably won't have but 3 of those at each location. Stuff like that. Burnham Cash Strength, which I've never had. Hancock Reserve, like nothing.
But they're
super.
doing that every 3 months, right?
Every 3 months they'll have something like that. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Dave picked up a Stagg Junior 18 last week. It's good, Dave. I had a little sip of it. We had a little taste of it on the last live stream. It's going to be good, but we're going to see blind if he can hold up to George T Stagg. I don't think so. But maybe. Sorry, y'all help Jill here. I'm going to just kind of go over there in a different room. Just holler at me when you've got it.
Okay.
Just remember the order.
All right. I will do that. I will remember the order. Actually, I will write it down because I will not remember the order. So I need to write it down. Okay. I'm going to go with this one first. And he said healthy pours, so I'm going to try to do that. Not real good at that. I wouldn't do that for myself, so it's hard. Okay. Alright, and I gotta write it down. Uh-oh. I got a new phone today, so I don't really know. There it goes. There's my notes. Alright, so this one is... Alright. Who all thinks he's going to get these, no matter what order I put them in? Does it really even matter? He's probably going to definitely guess all of these. Oh, that one wasn't even open. Yeah?
I've never had at least one of those. Like, I'm not going to be able to guess what they are.
Really?
I'm just going to try to rank which one's best.
Oh, okay. You're just okay. I didn't know you hadn't had one of these. Well, there you go. Alright, so this is our second one. Let me write that down too. Alright. And we're going to go here for our C. Oh, that one's really light. That one's definitely light. Sounded like something exploded upstairs. I don't know what happened. A little concerning. But I don't hear any children screaming. So, hopefully. Alright, so this is our last one. I thought that one was in a prettier bottle. Alright. Okay. Alright, TJ. Okie dokie. Now don't look at my phone because
I won't look at your phone.
I'm not turning it off because I don't know how to.
We didn't even address the fact that I'm dressed like a lumberjack, did we? We didn't even talk about it.
I love it. I think it's
Jill wants me to dress like a lumberjack. I got the lumberjack beard. She wants me to wear the lumberjack shirts.
I'm making him wear a flannel because when we go to Branson, we're doing a group picture when we're all wearing flannels. Nobody really in my family wanted to do that, but I am forcing every single one of them because I want the picture and it's gonna be cute.
So if y'all have had these, if y'all have had any of these, JTS Brown, Old Fitz, McKenna, or the Old Barton 80 proof, which one of these do you think is the best? I want y'all to let me know your order. If you've had these, or just guess, like what do you think the order of these are? From best to worst, let me know.
Best to
Ooh,
worst.
Hal, come on, man. You can't
I
say
know
words
how
like that in
that
the chat.
is. Ooh.
War Eagle. Take her axe throwing in Auburn. You want to go axe throwing?
I would do that, yeah.
You would throw
I would
axes.
totally do that.
She'd throw axes
I'd wear
at me.
my flannel,
Yeah.
and I would totally throw axe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd throw an axe.
Avoid the Brew Pub in Branson was terrible.
Oh.
I look like Al Borland from Tool Time. JTS or Barton's gonna be best, you think? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm rocking the flannel. She said she ordered it. I was like, just get me a nice flannel, I'll wear it.
And he wearing it.
Only on the very old Barton, but haven't opened it yet. Not sure, but the JTS. So this is not the bottle in bond. I need that one. I have a few. I have like Dant, the Barton 100 proof. Like I really want to add a bottle in bond to this mix here at some point. JTS Barton Fitz McKenna. Have to go to Springfield and see Bass Pro. We've been to Springfield before, but I didn't go to the Bass Pro.
Oh, Springfield, Missouri.
Think I'll pick the old Barton Booker's Lumberyard batch to go with the shirt. That'd be funny. All right, so I'm getting a lot of picks. Let's see, JTS. A lot of folks are picking JTS as the best one, which is the one I've never had. Like, I've never tried that. So,
Oh, really? You never had
yeah,
that?
that's going to be fun. Let's look at the colors and see if we can, anything's fair game. These are the lightest two.
Yeah.
So that makes me think that this is the Brown and the McKenna because these are the lightest two. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to guess them because I don't know what any of these taste like. I've barely had any of these. I drank the most of this Barton, but that was a year ago. So not real sure. That one smells nice. It's a little light, but
Casey says not a fan of Branson. We've never been to Branson, so we don't know. We will see if we like it.
that's not a bad whiskey. It's actually better than I thought it would be at 80 proof. It's got a little bit of legs to it. Like it's got some viscosity. It's definitely, kind of sticking to the side of the glass.
Yeah, looks a little oily.
A little bit of oakiness. It's just real kind of subtle. Like most of the time at this proof for me, whiskeys are just one flavor. Not a lot of complexity to them. You just get one flavor. And the flavors on this one are fine. Nothing off-putting about it. It's just a light, oakiness. I kind of get an oakiness all the way through. But a fine whiskey. Let me have a bottle of water there, Jill. Let's be all official like. People hate me because I don't rinse my mouth out in between tastes like a professional would do. You going to try these as well, Jill? You want to see there and see what you think? She's not going to rank them because she blinded them for us, but let me know what you think of them.
I don't know what.
You don't even, Jill doesn't remember.
I had to write it down or I wouldn't remember.
She's blinding them for herself.
That's a decent smell.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Okay. Let's see. What did Hal say? Something about the Auburn part. Oh, yeah, love the rivalry. I got you. Oh, JTS by far. New Mexico in the house. Named Long Branch from New Mexico. I would have guessed Texas. What do you think of that one?
It's okay. It's pretty simple.
It's very simple. All these are going to be simple. They're 80 proof whiskeys.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing special about it, but it's fine.
this is going to be hard.
Are they all the same?
This is going to be hard.
Yes, Jill likes a sip too. Just a little sip, but yep. Might try Macadoodles in Branson to find some bourbons. We'll have to write that down.
This is going to be difficult, Jill. I don't know what's going on here, but they taste very similar.
All of them so far, both A and B.
That's just kind of a sweet oakiness.
Yeah.
That one's got a little more bitterness to it, just a hair. It's not bad. It's very similar. Sweet oakiness. I don't know if my palate's just kind of not picking up subtlety at this point, but try that B right there and tell me what you think.
Ooh.
Friendly neighbor, Georgia. Should blend them all and try that then. I will. Whatever's left, if I don't drink them, we'll just pour them together. Opinions on Old Smoky. I've got a little Old Smoky apple pie over there. It's actually really good. Joe got 2 E.H. Taylors, 3 bottles of Eagle Rare, and 1 store pick Blanton's. Man, that's a heck of a score.
Ooh, that one is a lot more bitter.
This one's got a bitterness on it as well.
Ooh.
Not unpleasant, but just a little more bitterness. This one's just kind of sweet oak, and these have got just a little touch of bitter oak.
Yeah, that is bitter.
But like, they all are very, very similar. If you picked any of these up, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I don't know that
Do you like this one better than A or worse?
I think this one has more substance to it, but I think A for me is just overall sweeter, which I like better than bitter. I don't really like the bitter part.
There's just not enough flavor there to judge. I feel like I'm judging 4 bottles of water.
Yeah, like they're
Like,
very.
it's just 4 bottles of water. Like whatever flavors are there are so muted and subdued that they can't be unpleasant because they're not existent. It's like we just took whiskey and watered it. That's why I don't drink 80 proof. That's why you don't see a lot of 80 proof reviews on the channel.
Yeah, I just think
Because they're all about the same.
before probably 80 proof would have been great to me, but now I'm just not.
Yeah, it's almost like there's just no alcohol in them.
When you've had a Coy Hill and William LaRue, it's like
Yeah, it's hard to go back to these and be like, okay, we're drinking whiskey.
a Frey Ranch. Like if you had all those, these are just.
So similar, so similar. I'm going to give my palate a second to recover here. What's going on in the chat? You love apple pie. The Old Smoky apple pie is good. We may try it here in just a little while.
Anyway.
How do I go about sending you a blind? Well, John, like right now we're not taking samples just because there's a lot of crazy people out there, so I can't just be trying samples from folks that I don't necessarily know. So we might start taking blinds from patrons at some point, but we just got to debate that for a while. Andy Borland says you should do a bourbon hunt. Oh yeah, that's why I'm thinking of taking Maggie and doing a bourbon hunting video all the way up there. So that would be fun. Got a Nulu double oaked single barrel. I've never tried the Nulu. I've never tried any Nulu. I need to rectify that. I need some Nulu. Bourbon hunting in Branson and Springfield. It's probably going to happen.
Yep.
3 of these are also the same distillery.
Really?
I don't even know.
Who's the same?
Well, that's Barton Distillery.
Barton.
This one, JTS Brown and Son, but I don't. It just says distilled in Kentucky, so I don't. But they just bottle it. They don't distill it, so they're all. That's why they're all so freaking similar. I didn't even realize, to be honest with you. I just grabbed. I had this one. I wanted to try it, so I just grabbed 3 80 proof bottles and pulled them out. I like Jack Daniel's Triple Mash there, Bailey. That's a good bottle. Heaven Hill makes 3 of them. Well, there you go. I did not get the backup Coy Hill yet, Nate, but I have discussed it with Jill, and I tried to give her a chance to back out sober, and she did not.
Not sober.
I didn't say you were completely intoxicated, but I was like, nothing to drink, no pressure from the peanut galley here. You still want to do that? She said yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna have to look for it.
This
Bottle Shop has all the Nulu I need, so I'll have to go pick one up.
The who? What? The Nulu.
Nulu. Yeah, I said I need to get a bottle of Nulu.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't done it yet. I've had one in my hand, but they were always expensive. And I just I don't know. Forgot to grab a JTS Brown when I was in Louisville last week. What do you think of D there, Jill?
I don't know. D seems like it has a little bit more going on than the rest of them.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. But I'm trying to.
I'm
I'd
still
actually
not-
need to go back the other way instead of doing it this way.
I'm still not like in love with it, but
I mean, they're 80 proofers. Who's going to be in love with them? Probably Benchmark Single Barrel. That Benchmark Single Barrel would have been a good one in this blind too. Again, I don't know what Nulu's like. Haven't had it. So we have a chance to do a Nulu pick. I'm talking to a couple of folks about doing store picks right now. Maybe. It's a maybe. It's not a guarantee yet, but I'm talking to 13th Colony over in Georgia. Mm-hmm. They don't do a barrel strength bourbon. And they're thinking about doing a barrel strength bourbon, and I'm talking to them about possibly the first barrel strength bourbon they bottle and release, maybe our store pick from them.
wow.
Yeah, and then I got a lunch meeting a week from Friday with the grandson of Clyde Mays to talk about doing possibly some Clyde Mays stuff as well.
Really?
Yeah, so that's going to be fun.
A week from Friday?
A week from Friday, yes. We'll be back Wednesday. What you
Okay.
got going on Friday?
Nothing.
All right, so let me go back through these. Branson has 2 distillers, Jim.
Really? Huh. I didn't even look anything up yet.
Yeah, the Coy Hill is
Research.
it's definitely top 10. It's probably top 5.
Coy Hill
it
top 10?
might be. They asked if it's still in 5 to 10.
It's top 5.
It is definitely top 10, no doubt about it.
It's
Top 5, almost guaranteed.
Top 5.
It might be top 1. Like it's that good. Like it is as good as anything I've had. Now I prefer that sweetness of the Weller products, so that William LaRue probably inches it out, but like it's that level to me.
Yeah,
it's that level
so
of good.
Brown Derby in Springfield. Definitely a good bourbon hunting time.
I feel like I'm splitting hairs.
Yeah, I would say D is the best.
These two are equally bad.
Yeah, I don't really like B or C. So I'm somewhere between A and D.
I'm gonna put that just like they're neck and neck. Now, what's better, A or D?
I'm going to say D only because it has more substance to it. That just seems like the flavors aren't
It's
there.
very light. It's very light.
It's sweet, which I like, but the flavors aren't there. So I'd say D.
This one's got a little more viscosity
Yeah, it's
to it,
got
which is what I
something,
think
yeah.
makes it better. Like it coats the mouth a little better, so it's got a little better mouth feel, and you just get a little more flavor. There's like a
Right.
little, almost like a toasty note.
Yeah, like
in there.
especially as it lingers.
Yeah. So that
That's
D
a D.
is the best. A is second. I'm gonna give, and I may be doing these backwards for y'all, but I'm gonna give that one just a slight edge on B. But these are very, very similar to me. So what did I pick? What is D? Best bourbon between $50 and $70. I don't know.
Do you want to go with your the best first?
What do I think they are? You want me to just guess which ones I think they are?
Yeah, what's D?
Old Fitz.
Dang, you're too good at this. What? Yeah, it's Old Fitz.
Okay.
C?
We're gonna jump to C now.
Oh, no, A. Sorry, go A.
I'm gonna say that A is the JTS Brown.
No.
No, is it the McKenna?
Eh.
That was gonna be my second guess. The
McKenna.
Okay. I was
Give me McKenna.
because I'd never had the brown, so I was gonna lean. I was looking at McKenna and I was like, I think it's the one I haven't had.
Yeah, McKenna.
And then if I had to guess, this is the Barton right here, and then this one is the JTS Brown. Then C is Barton.
Yeah, C is very old Barton, and B is the brown.
That's pretty. I'm pretty good for having almost never drank. Now, honestly, I just guessed this one was the Old Fitz because I like the older Old Fitz stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought I would like that Old Fitz. Now I don't know if this one's wheated like the others. I assume it is.
You did good, babe.
This is sour mash, but I assume this one was.
You did
You know
good.
that. I like Old Fitz stuff, so that's kind of why I lean there. The others I just guessed on color. That was the darkest one, so I was like, it's the Barton. And then these two here, I just
So
I
you
just
put the
guessed
brown
50-50.
last.
I did put the JTS Brown. This one has a little. It was close to C. It was very close to the Barton, and none of them are really bad. But these are not particularly. This was the only one though that I would actually consider pretty good.
Right.
This one is like right below that threshold. It's just a little too plain.
Yeah.
Nothing off-putting about it, but a decent bourbon, but nothing that's like, okay, that's pretty good.
Right.
These two have just a slight little bit of off-putting bitterness.
Bitter.
Not bad. They don't just, you're not like, oh my God, I hate that. But it's like there's just something there that I don't love. This one's the only one that's like, it's got a little something I really like. Oh, that's good. That's good.
First time seeing this live.
First timer. Who's the first timer? Lucifer. Okay. Don't judge. That's funny. Y'all got to get that joke. How far are y'all from Op? Pretty good ways.
I used to live in Op.
Pretty good ways. We're up in Opelika.
I used to live in Op when I was.
What's that? Like
younger.
2 hours away?
Op is 2.5 hours away.
Okay.
Somewhere like that.
Nice.
Yep, I used to live there, and I went to Pleasant Home School when I was in the 6th grade. Yep.
There you
well,
go.
That's technically
Little OPP.
Andalusia-ish.
Are you down with OPP?
That's technically near Andalusia, but same difference.
Jeremy. Okay, so if we have a super chat goal today, if we hit
didn't even say
if we hit the $100 super chat goal, I'm going to take RC Cola instead of Coke. Jill loves Jack and Cokes. It's her favorite thing in the whole world. I'm going to make her blind a Jim Beam, a Jack Daniels, and a Crown Royal, but we're going to use RC to kind of throw her off and see if she can pick the Jack and RC. And I don't think she can. I don't think she can. I think anybody with a decent taste buds ought to be able to pick out Jack Daniels, and I don't think you could do it.
You don't think I have decent taste buds?
I do think. I'm trying to hype it up, Jill.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to hype it up.
I'm like, what?
Do you like the Sugarland Shine? I haven't had it.
Ooh, Sugarland. I like the band Sugarland, so.
Kaneka Sausage. Heck yeah,
Oh,
Jack.
yeah,
Come
Kaneka
on.
sausage
Come
is
on.
Awesome.
Got into bourbon about a year, and we're missing a lot of chats. I apologize. Don't be afraid to ask them again, and we will try to get to them. Got into bourbon about a year ago, and a buddy had a bottle of JD Triple Mash. Strong. I mean, if you're just getting into it, it might be a little strong, but it's good stuff. You know me. You know what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
You down with OPP? Close to my neck of the woods. I grew up 10 miles up 331 from Op. Four Roses Single Barrel, Old Forester 1920. And that single barrel is going to be lower proof than that 1920. Both excellent pours. Nothing wrong with that at all. Evo, thank you, man. I appreciate you subbing. And someday we're going to get them. I need to see if there's any whiskey left in that barrel. I put another bottle in. I don't know if there's anything in there, if it just keeps eating it. Devin with the $10 super chat. Take my goal. It's $100. We're already at 30.
Oh, wow.
Woodinville. I have had some Woodinville, but we drank it all, and I don't have any more right now. So, just taste for the right banana smell. Like Jack Daniels tastes like banana bread. So,
Really?
when we get there, yes, it does.
I don't know if I've ever gotten that.
Okay.
Of course, I don't drink it.
Well, try
neat.
some of the higher proof stuff. You'll be able to pick it
I
up a
don't
little
drink
more.
it neat anyway, so.
Yeah, so we're in just a second. Let my taste buds recover. In just a second, we are going to blind George. I'm going to pour her a blind, and then I'm going to pour me a blind. Or you just pour me a blind and you just want to try them and rank them?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to try this George T Stagg 2020 versus Stagg. Don't call me Junior. Call me Big Daddy Stagg from this year. It's batch 18. The first one that doesn't have Junior on the label.
This one's 130 and that's what?
This one is 131. So it's
so
about as close
similar.
a blind.
Yeah.
Like when we do this cheap versus expensive, although both of these are expensive, this is just next level expensive. This is like the most fair out of all the comparisons we've done of crap like this. Like no Weller compares to William LaRue. Just doesn't. And honestly, I don't think this compares to that in depth of flavor. Like I think I'm going to be able to pick these off the sniff. Right? I think I'm going to be able to say, okay, that's George T Stagg. I would be surprised if I can't.
Really?
But that one's still really good. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell off the taste.
Just smelling.
I'm pretty sure. What do you want to bet?
Nothing.
What do you want to bet? Just off the smell, I can tell.
Nothing. Because
Okay.
you're probably right.
What's the age statement on those? I don't know. See, this one doesn't tell you on the back. It's got a whole bunch of sales copy, but they come with a card in the case, and I don't know. And then this one, I can't read that little bitty stuff there. I don't think it tells either. So I'm pretty sure this one is going to be a good bit older than this guy here, although they're both pretty much the same color. Bailey with the 99-cent super chat. Thank you for the support, Bailey. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is batch 18 here, Grail. Why they removed Junior from the bottle? My assumption is it just makes it seem inferior in some way, and they don't want any bottle to seem inferior. So they just like, this is not Junior. This is a product in and of itself. Maybe just don't name them both the same freaking thing. Maybe that's what we do. Don't know. Stagg Junior is like 8 or 9. GTS is 15. Yeah, it's 100. Yeah. Or aged at 15 is what you're saying. Okay. So 15 years old, and this is like 8 or 9. Kay Johnson on the road to $100. Big shout out to the rye drinkers in the chat.
Thank you, Kay.
Now, Kay is where we got the Coy Hill from.
Oh.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Although
Kay Johnson.
I made him we made a very generous deal. I probably lost that deal.
No, you didn't. No.
I still don't think I lost that deal.
You did not lose that. Whatever bill
I very
it was,
much lost
you
the
didn't
deal.
lose it.
I didn't lose the deal.
No,
So
you didn't.
$5 for the cause, one more cast. So that's
Thank
15,
you.
16. We're like 46
Y'all all want to see my skills tested
I don't think you got them. I don't think you got them. $1.99 from Kenneth Abernathy. Thank you, man.
See, they all think I have skills. You don't think
You're
I
like
have
48
skills.
bucks. We're not even gonna find that. It don't matter.
I have skills.
Okay, we're supposed to pour these together and just try them. Let's do that. Let's just blend them up. And then I'm gonna step out and blind.
Do I need new glasses?
Yeah, you're gonna get 2 different logos on the front. What's going on, James Compton? How are you doing?
2 different, like. Oh, okay. There's only
2 different logos, so I'll be able to tell them apart,
Got it.
right?
Got it.
My favorite bourbon is William LaRue Weller Antique 107 on something that's slightly more attainable. If you're talking about just stuff that we drink the most, honestly, I just rotate between 4 or 5 cheap bottles. The bourbon I drink the most is Jack Daniels, and I know somebody right now is already halfway typing that that's not a bourbon, but just suck on that. It is. It is. It's not, but it is.
It isn't.
It isn't. It is.
But it is.
It isn't.
But it is.
Yeah. We're going to do that old bit again.
That old bit.
Jesus Christ, Matt Kaiser with the $49.99 $50 super chat for the flannel.
For the flannel.
Love the channel. Keep what you're doing. Man, I appreciate it, Matt. Thank you. You're like $2 away, and you got to test this now. Let's try this concoction here.
I think I got this. I don't. Now I'll be wrong, but
that's actually pretty good. That may be better than any of them on their own. Kenneth just put us over the number there, $1.99. Any bourbon hunting tips in Auburn, Alabama? Yes. You're just screwed at this point. So what you want to do is make sure you're paying attention to the Alabama ABC monthly drops. They've got the monthly lottery, which you would have had to have signed up for this month already. So you go to the drops, you can pick up stuff. We used to have a store or two where you could find stuff like Grub Mart in Auburn. You could find some stuff, but they've got to where they're pricing that stuff way beyond secondary. I found an Eagle Rare there a couple of weeks ago. They wanted like $120 for a bottle of Eagle Rare. So you just kind of screwed. Like, honestly, just go over to Columbus. You're going to have a lot better luck over in Columbus, Georgia. Maybe hit across the line there, hit Frisky Whiskey. I like the bottle shop. Mr. B's usually does some cool things, and you'll do all right. Bailey with the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Bailey. Appreciate that. Is this better than any of them on their own?
That's so much better than all of them on their own.
It's funny how that's just better. I don't know. It's weird. Luke doesn't even drink, but loves watching this channel. Thank you, Luke. That means we're doing a good job trying to make this entertaining.
We're doing Jim Beam,
Jack Daniels, and Crown Royal.
And Crown, okay.
Yes, I'm gonna throw a lot.
I don't have a Crown.
Crown's. I got one over here. It's the wild card. Let me grab that Crown. It's a little bottle. Will still buys little bottles when he has to go pick stuff up for me.
Aw,
like if it's a
cute little bottle.
If it's flavored, go ahead and get the little bottle. But like Crown Royal comes in a bag, and I don't have a bag.
That's a cute little bottle though. Like
Mary Jessica in the house. What's
like
going
a
on?
Baby bottle.
In here, like anybody in here like Bushmills? I've never had Bushmills.
What is Bushmills? Is it a bourbon?
No.
No.
Is Bushmills an Irish whiskey? I don't even know. Y'all tell me. Northern Louisiana, I have not, but I will soon. I'm sure. Next time I go to Austin, I'm probably going to go north and try to hunt through there. In that recent hunting video through Arizona, Mexico, Texas, that one store that had an old box set of Baker's, Booker's, and Knob Creek, how much did he want for it? I didn't even ask for a price because I'm a drinker, not a collector, and none of those bottles are worth a particularly large amount. But that was the Monte Cristo in where were we at with the Monte Cristo? That was in Flagstaff.
Where Monte Cristo?
The place I wanted to eat steak, and
No,
and we couldn't.
That. No, where was that?
It wasn't Kingman. It wasn't Flagstaff. It had to have been Flagstaff, didn't it?
Whatever
I don't know. I
our
have to
first
look.
stop was. It was somewhere in Arizona for sure.
Kingman was the first stop in Arizona.
So I think it was there.
Kingman, okay.
Somewhere there.
I don't know. I'll look it up. Hit me up in the. If you hit me up in the Discord, I'll find that place for you. Hey, John, you didn't lose the deal. It was an equal trade. Hey,
I think he got the best.
I might have won.
part of it.
I might have won the
think he
deal.
won
I might have
'cause
won the deal.
I love
It's
Toy
delicious.
Hill.
I need
It's
another one
like
if you
the
got
best.
one. It's Irish, decent, and nice. Awesome. Basil Hayden, I'm not a lover of Basil Hayden. It's just simple, not worth the elevated price tag for it. Haven't tried JT Mellick Louisiana Rice Whiskey. Never heard of this. New Mexico. So it was in New Mexico. Albuquerque. It was in Albuquerque.
No, I didn't go to Albuquerque with you, so no.
We drove right back through Albuquerque.
We didn't.
Didn't we?
No.
I'll find out. Just hit me up. It's the Monte Carlo. Hit me up. I thought it was in Flagstaff, but y'all let me know.
Flagstaff.
Those old bean bottles are massively delicious. I bet they are. I just didn't want to. It's a whole box set. I felt like it should go to somebody that's going to collect it, keep it together. It'd be cool. I didn't want to open them in a box set like that. I just didn't want. Ever been through Colorado? No, but I want to. I've got a need to go to Montana here soon. And so we might try to do a little more driving around and doing some different states on the way back. But I need like 2.5 weeks for that trip if we're going to do it right. Because it's like 5 days to drive there if I'm going to bourbon hunt the whole way. And then we can marathon back in 3, but then we need to do some stuff around. Wow. John Dilly with the $20 super chat. Thank you, John Dilly. Here's to the best pour I've experienced. George T Stagg. Well, I'm going to step in the other room real quick again. I keep leaving y'all. I apologize for that. But Jill's going to blind these for us. Move those out of the way so they can let them see the logo so they remember. We got the B and we got the barrel head. This is the barrel head. And this is the B crest logo here. So y'all, give me a healthy pour. Not too healthy, but a healthy pour.
All right. I don't know. Let's see. Which one should I do first? We'll do this. So which one's the best out of these? I don't know. I think I've had both of these before. Okay. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to put this one in here. Oh, see, look at that color compared to the ones that we poured earlier. Oh my goodness. That's such a big, huge difference. Huge. All right, I know he's going to be able to just go ahead and smell this and know what's what. But I don't think there's any way I can stump him on this one. All right. Ooh, those are pretty. They're pretty similar in color, though. Pretty similar in color. Okay. I think we are ready, Thomas. You may enter back into the room.
Does this match the flannel, though? Let's go with the flannel. Can I wear this with my flannel?
Yeah, for the live stream,
Okay.
not for the picture.
I can't. What?
Trying to be a cowboy.
I never wear this cowboy hat. Like I only use it on streams every time I get bored in there, and I just start playing around with my hat
It looks
collection.
good with the shirt, though.
Like I think
Look
this is
at
good.
you.
If we go to Montana, I have to wear this.
Well, yeah, because, and the flannel.
And the flannel.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at you.
All right, I may need a
Cutie pie.
horse. Color is actually very similar.
Very similar in color. I was like, the color is amazing compared to the ones we poured a while ago.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't tell on the smell. Should have made a bet.
You should have made a bet.
Darn.
And then I'd have probably won when I said that was George T Stagg.
Which one? The barrel head?
Yeah, but don't tell me. Don't give it away. Don't give that "you're right" look, or don't give me that little shit-eating grin like you've got me on one, okay? Don't do either of those things.
Okay, I won't even look
no,
at you.
No like smirk of disappointment or shit-eating grin, okay?
I will not even look at you.
All right.
I will look the opposite direction.
It's a little small. This hat is not small. I've got a massive tater, but it fits perfect, okay? Coming to Nebraska, I got to have the hat.
Nebraska.
An Alabama budget Yellowstone.
We've never been to Nebraska, have we?
I've never been to Nebraska.
Isn't that the Cornhusker state?
It is.
Look at me knowing some stuff.
All I can tell you is that is freaking delicious.
I don't know which one it is, but it's
I
delicious.
still think it's the Stagg Junior, but it is delicious. Like, oh my goodness, that's good. It drinks a lot lower proof than it is. It still got some proof, don't get me wrong, but it drinks lower proof than it is.
Smells so good.
That George T Stagg smells good.
The difference in that and the ones we started with.
Holy shit, I'm not sure.
That is so good.
No, I think I was backwards on the nose. See, on the nose, I smell more fruit on this one. So the nose, it's a little bit of kind of a rusty oakiness, but I get a lot more kind of that red fruitiness that I get on Buffalo Trace products.
Those are very similar.
This one, very similar.
Very similar.
This one, the nose is a little more muted. Now, granted, the George T Stagg has been open for a while, and the Stagg has only been open for a week. So that might play into it. Like the flavors might be a little more muted because that one's been open for, what, 2 years at this point? Definitely a year and a half.
I agree, Uncle Nate. The fact that they're very close is why they dropped the junior.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, this one's no bitch. I'll tell you that. This is not junior. This is that's a full-grown man right there, whichever
They're
one this
both
is.
delicious.
This is like, don't call me junior. I'm your daddy now. Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
So this one,
They're very similar.
this one I get a little more vanilla.
Yeah, I think I like that one better.
You know, the oakiness is a little softer on it. Oh, it's just kind of a nice dusty vanilla. This one is more like bright red fruitiness. They're both pleasant. God, they're so nice. They're equal parts delicious on the nose. They're different. They're obviously different, but I can't tell which is the super expensive one and which is not.
So
like,
one of them's way
I
more
still
expensive?
think on the nose, this is I just smell more of that oakiness of an older product on this one. But I'm not sure. Like, that's what's crazy. Like, I'm again grasping at straws on these.
This one smells much.
I'm pretty
Richer.
confident. I'm running a big risk of being wrong on this one. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm running a big risk of being wrong. Which one do you like better on the nose?
This one.
You keep going back to drink that one.
This one on the nose,
Okay.
for sure.
What's up, Moolooite? In Springfield, only 30 minutes from Branson. Brown Derby and Macadoodles. Both will have a lot of bourbon. Awesome. Jill will pick the Jim Beam. I hope so. I hope so, Damon.
Hey.
I hope so. And maybe y'all are a little behind, too. Make sure y'all are caught up. Yeah, if you're not in the Discord, jump over there. It's a fun time over there. We're going to be doing a March Madness bracket here pretty soon, and I'm going to give away a Brewzle store pick and some Glencairns. I may give away a whole set of 6 Glencairns and a Brewzle store pick. So
those are so close.
Make sure you're in the Discord. That's where we'll be. We'll probably put out a video about it too, but we'll be promoting it over there. I'm having to pray on this one just a little bit. I'm having to pray on this one. Right there, Uncle Nate, just drop it. Just drop the Discord link.
You're struggling with this one.
I mean, I think I know which is which. What I'm struggling with is which one do I like better.
Right, that's me. I don't know which one I like better.
Like, I think I've got it nailed
I
which
thought
one's
I
which.
did.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm very uncertain, but I think I know which one's which. But I'm struggling with which one I like better.
This one smells better, but I thought I liked the taste of that one better.
The more I drink this one, the more it gets a little bit of bitter oak. I lose the vanilla. It's just, the more I drink, the less I get out of that one. This one, seems to be getting better as I drink more of it.
I thought it was better
right?
the second time I drank it.
It just keeps getting better. It's got a little more bitter oakiness, which is why I think it's the GTS. But it's got a little more depth to it. I don't know. See, that just, God almighty knows. Okay, at this point, this is the Stagg, and that is the George T. And I like the George T better, but only like a little bit. It's not neck and neck. I do like this one better, but not by the price difference in those bottles. So the barrel head is the George T Stagg. David with the 19.99 super chat. Appreciate it, David. Thank you for the support, man.
So you said that the barrel head glass.
This is the George T Stagg.
It would be correct.
Okay. And it's
That's
better.
That's right. I don't know. I think the Stagg is better.
This one just has a little more depth. You don't like oakiness.
Right.
Right? I don't love oakiness, but that's got the right amount of oaky.
I think
This
they're
one
both
is a little less
excellent.
oaky.
It's excellent, both of them. But that one, yeah, I think maybe it just
That one's lighter.
wins out.
More
just a little
vanilla.
bit.
Honestly, I taste the proof on this one more. Like,
Yeah.
it just has more burn than this one does, even though they're only 1 proof point difference. This one drinks like maybe 115, 120 proof. This one drinks like all 130 that one comes with. So I was right, but God, my confidence was shaken on that one. I'm going to be honest. I just was not sure about that one. So it's good that I'm right again. And the flashing is very late.
That's what I was like. Whoa.
It's extremely late. Sorry about
Thank you
that.
again, David.
Yeah, thanks again. All right, so yeah, this is the 2020 George T Stagg.
Okay.
I believe. Y'all correct me. I don't know. I got it in 2020. This
very
one is
good.
130.4 proof, it appears. That look like 130.4 for you right there? It is. I can see that.
130.4,
130.4 proof, so y'all let me know which one that is. It is exceptional. It is everything you want in a whiskey. It's not William LaRue Weller, but it's good.
And it's not Coy Hill either.
It's not Coy Hill either. I would agree. I would prefer Coy Hill to that.
Yes, to either one of those. And those are both excellent.
Yeah. You probably should have just poured me a Coy Hill and threw it into this mix
Oh,
here.
I should have.
Should have done that.
Darn it.
I'm going to drink these, though. We can't pour these out.
You're going to have to drink them. That's a lot. I poured too much.
You overpoured. You overserved me,
I
Jill.
overpoured.
What time is it? We're 50 minutes into this live stream.
I
I'm
think
trying to
I
not
like
get too
the
hammered.
Stagg better, though. Just
You think I like Stagg?
Just a tad bit. Just a tiny bit.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in this one being better, but the margin is a lot closer than I anticipated it being. It really is. When did you start to love whiskey and or bourbon? It really wasn't that long ago. Like I didn't drink until I was in my 30s, and it's a long story as to why. One, just being I didn't have any money to drink. Like that crap's expensive. So started drinking a lot of craft beer in my 30s, and then just kind of fell out of love with a lot of craft beer, and everybody wanted to make IPAs. Like if you got craft beer, you got to have a freaking IPA. So stop drinking that crap because I don't want a sour. I don't want an IPA. Like, give me a good brown ale. Nobody makes those anymore. So started kind of getting into bourbon a little more, really probably about 5 years ago or so. And then it has really escalated over the last 2 or 3.
It sure has.
GTS over William LaRue Weller Devin. Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man.
I can't agree with you on that one, Devin.
All right, so we're going to do a little segment here. So we released, I don't know if y'all saw, but we released a video today. Or I think it was today.
Was it the barrel pick?
No. It was last week. Last week, where it was like they asked us a question and we answered and reacted to it. We got another one coming out tomorrow. So we're going to do, for just a few minutes here, it's going to be an AMA. It's going to be just like ask us anything. And if you ask a good question, it's going to make it into a video that we release.
Oh, my gosh.
With me in a cowboy hat. Looking
James
all
did the
sexy.
super chat. $10 super chat.
James with
It
the
didn't
super
go
chat.
off.
Did it not? Maybe that's what it went up. Maybe that's fast
went
and the video,
early.
like the chat
Okay.
is, like maybe that's what it was.
Maybe.
James, thank you. $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Looking for a good birthday bourbon. Any recommendations? So James, right now in the chat, if you would, type in what you're into, right? Give me a little context so I can make a good recommendations. Let me know what's your favorite. Like, give me some ideas of what you tried that you didn't like, what you have liked. And then we will make some recommendations, both me and the chat. There's a lot of really knowledgeable folks here hanging out in the chat. So do that, and then we'll get you some personalized recommendations. Thanks for the supports. So how old am I? Okay, here's the thing. Guess. Everybody gets to guess right now how old I am in the chat. You see, I got some gray. Like, there's some gray right here. Everybody let me know how old they think I am.
Why would you ever ask somebody to say how old you are? 66, 52. See, why would you ever ask somebody to do that? That's so dangerous.
Jesus, that's why we got like 8,000 comments. Let's see. Jeremy Ledford is the first one to actually get it right.
Yep.
So, lots of guesses. Apparently,
a lot around that.
Apparently, I look a lot older than I actually am. Not a day over 25. I like it. What was your first Lincoln? Maggie's the first Lincoln I've ever owned. 1972 Lincoln Continental, an easy 33. I'm only 18 years old. I've just been married to Jill for 2 years.
Austin got it right, too. Thank you, Mr. Salty. I love you.
She didn't even hear that joke.
What?
I said I don't even know what I said. I said I'm only 19, but I've been married to you for 2 years.
Oh.
So I've aged.
Oh, yeah. My
44.
fault.
44, it's the hat. 44 is the answer.
He is 44.
Do all bourbons basically taste the same? I'm new to this. No, they very, very much don't. But if you get them similar proof, a lot of them will. If you get like mainstream bourbons, a lot of those are kind of designed to be very similar. So you just, Rick, if they all sound the same or taste the same, you need to just keep exploring there. Day over 30. I appreciate it.
I like Mr. Salty and Long Branch.
Colton doesn't have the barrel pick. Have you ordered it, Colton? I know a bunch of orders came in today that haven't shipped yet, but there are literally like 25 of those left on the website as of the time I started this stream, maybe 24. So if you haven't bought it, make sure you go ahead and pick it up. How much would I pay for a Coy Heel? Well, Stephen, we can't really discuss those things live on the interwebs, but let's just say it would be a fairly tidy sum if somebody were to just randomly send me a message on Discord that had one that I would trust, and we go like it would be okay. There would be numbers. There would be numbers there.
Multiple numbers.
There would be numbers. So cute. I don't know if you're talking about me or her, but I agree. We're both extremely cute. Yes, come here. Give me snuggles. Right about Gen X. There you go. Jill looks like 22 times what? Boy got skills. You see that catch? Have I reviewed Elijah Craig 18? I have not. I have a bottle. Should we add that one into the mix? We should. I think it's a little too oaky. It's good. I enjoy it. Too much oak there. They proofed it down a lot because it's got too much oak, which makes it even worse. As a non-American, how big is college football? Because we barely hear any of it in the UK. Well, Joseph,
huge here.
I'm in the southeastern United States, and it is life. Like, there are people that, like, here, if their team loses a game, like if Alabama loses a football game, people get shot. Like, they'll get in arguments in their yard, and they'll be, like, shooting each other. You know, they'll all be out there in, like, an inflatable swimming pool, and they'll be, like, shooting at each other and stuff, you know? Once their drunk uncle drove over on a lawnmower to watch the game, and then they got in an argument, and, you know, he did a drive-by shooting on his lawnmower.
And
like,
you
stuff
also,
like that happens.
You do not plan your wedding for a college football weekend.
Oh, no. If it's a football week, like, everybody changes their entire schedule. If you want to do, like, major life stuff, like get married,
No.
you got to do it outside of football season, man, because ain't nobody showing up to that crap.
Including the bride or groom.
And if they do show up, you better be broadcasting the game during the wedding. I have not reviewed Old Forester 1920, but it's on the list. It's one of my faves, for sure. I think Steven is a little behind. I think Steven's behind. Catch up, Steven. What do you think about Old Rip? I like Old Rip. The Rip 10 is one of my favorite Pappies. I think the 12 would be the best Pappies, but they don't release it at 107 proof. The 15 is delicious, but a little too oaky to me. So I think the 10 is one of the better Van Winkles to me. Nelly likes my hat. Thank you. I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Don't push your Jill jokes. I know. Go Dogs. He's a Mississippi State fan. He's not, but I'm going to make that. That's a funny joke.
Is that a funny joke?
Yeah. Favorite part of this channel is my voice. Loves my accent. Your mama loves my accent, Jill.
My mama.
Yeah, your mama.
Oh, yo. What's my mama doing on here?
It is a religion here, and Rick is breaking down. Mandy as well, breaking down the expletive. Damon joining in on it.
I know.
EC18 is a weak sauce, but a great primer for ECBP. Oh, here, Joseph, like, we don't have an NFL team in Alabama, so it is much, 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 much bigger than NFL here.
If Alabama
LSU
loses,
fan.
people shave their mullets.
Oh, no, you can't get rid of the mullets. Ask the perfect two people about college football. Yeah, well, we're Auburn fans, so that we just kind of, every 4 or 5 years, we're really into college football.
Every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, Seth, hopefully I gave you the answer on the Rip there. If Alabama loses, yeah, the mullets. E.H. Taylor and Knob Creek really have, okay, so James is asking, James is the one that gave Super Chat earlier, right? Yeah. E.H. Taylor and Knob Creek really haven't had one that I don't like. Okay, so if you like E.H. Taylor, I mean, obviously that would be a pretty good one to get. So it's a birthday, you're trying to splurge and spend a little extra money, and you want something really good. What would we get if E.H. Taylor is the thing? I would say a Weller Antique 107, because that's like my faves. It's made by Buffalo Trace. It's fruity and sweet like E.H. Taylor, but better in every conceivable way. It has 7 more proof points. It has better flavor. Like it is what E.H. Taylor hopes to grow up to be someday. That's the answer. That's the answer.
That's it.
That's the answer. That's the freaking answer right there. I nailed that one. I nailed that question.
You got that one.
What is my favorite joke? I don't know. Like, I got favorite jokes. I don't reuse jokes. All my jokes are I can't even talk. You hit me with the barrel proof stuff. What am I supposed to do? That's a hard word. My mouth dry. My jokes are all situational. They just kind of come to me, so I don't like have a script or anything. What would you recommend I try if all I drink is Bullet and Makers? So Bullet's MGP, right? It's sourced. I think they're making their own stuff now, but I don't know if they've released it yet. Makers is wheated, but simple. I would say try a Larceny Barrel Proof. That would probably be where I would jump from there. When you say apple pie, my accent's perfect, Damon says.
Say apple pie.
Apple pie. And then it just manifests itself. Have you tried that right there, Jill?
I don't know.
Oh, Devin doesn't like Auburn. I'm sorry, Devin. I apologize. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have good taste. It's fine. It's fine, man. I apologize for that. Nessican is way behind as well. So when you get to this Nessican, make sure you live. Like, there's folks still guessing my age. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is fantastic. If you like E.H. Taylor, look for John J. Bowman. That's another good. I don't like the Bowman as much as E.H. Taylor, but it's pretty good. It's close. All right, I got to jump down to the bottom. I apologize if I miss any chats and y'all want a question answered. I'll come back to it, but I cannot keep up with this crap because I can't. I ramble. Sorry. OG Brick has 2 cases of something. Blanton's, I assume. If whiskey's not available, what would be your next go-to spirit? I can't drink tequila. I'll just get sick. Vodka is not my thing at all, so it'd have to be rum, even though I don't drink a lot of rum. Am I a John Deere guy or a Bobcat guy? I mean, I look like I would actually work with stuff, but I just make videos on the internet and do marketing stuff for a living. I do car stuff. So if I had to pick right now, I would probably pick a Bobcat just because John Deere tends to not like for people to be able to work on their own stuff. So I like, because I'm always broke, so I'm always buying something that's like broke down and old and worn out. And if I can't work on it, I'm not going to be able to keep it going. Is there a time of the year where Stagg is most readily available? Just started building my collection. Stagg drops, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, was it 3-4 times a year? Stagg drops this like lower end, not even lower end, this non-junior Stagg, squatty bottle Stagg here. Penn State guy, lived in Auburn for 4 years. War Eagle John, appreciate it. Best butterscotch note bourbon. See, if you're gonna
I
go
would
like
to try a butterscotch note bourbon.
if you're gonna go like super butterscotch, though, like the honey finish stuff, like Jack Honey, Wild Turkey American Honey, I get a lot of butterscotch on those, but those are flavored things, right? They're not really bourbon. So I don't know. Maybe some of those benchmarks would probably have a nice butterscotch note. Yeah, Damon, the chat is really fast, and I appreciate, dude. Y'all participating in the chat really helps these live streams. Making sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're, I don't know how you got here if you're not subscribed, but subscribe if you haven't already. All of those things really help us out. We're trying to grow this stream. I'm going to try to put a lot more effort into these streams over the next few months. Hopefully that'll be apparent. So I appreciate everybody hanging out and helping us with those. We'd really like to get to where we have 400 or 500 folks hanging out with us on a Monday evening. And so the chat's really fast. I have a hard time keeping up. I want to answer all your questions. I want to talk to every single person that spends time with us here, but it's just tough. So nobody's going to get mad or get on to you if you just post your question 2 or 3 times. So it's cool. Don't spam it. Don't be like crazy about it, but I will try to pick it up if I see it. I just can't get to every single comment. How do I get through a stream without a bathroom break? First of all, John, thank you for the super chat, $4.99 super chat.
Thank you.
First of all, I pee right before I go. And 2, I have extremely solid bladder control. And 3, sometimes I don't. And Jill's got to like watch the stream while I go pee.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Oh, somebody said Frey Ranch is a butterscotch bomb.
That's pretty good. That's actually true. Yeah. I would say that's got a lot of butterscotch flavor to it.
Is that why I like it so much?
Probably.
Wow.
I tried to. I'm gonna escalate our doing a Frey Ranch pick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna escalate that.
I really want that to happen.
I'm trying to get out there. You know, I've got to be in Vegas here in like 2-3 weeks, and I was trying to get something so I could go film and do the barrel pick there.
I would love a Frey Ranch pick.
But it's gonna have to be later. But everybody liked the chat. Thank you. Oh man, God, I keep forgetting what we got poured, and then I sniff it, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh man. Yeah, you want to help me out with that right there? I gave her the junior.
Well, that's what I like anyway.
Exactly. Where did I find the old Fitzgerald? That's a magical question that I have no freaking clue. I don't know where I got that bottle.
That one down there?
I want to say we picked it up while we were in Kentucky, but I don't even remember. I just don't know. So, Jack Triple Mash and Maker's Mark. Hey, Bailey, nothing wrong with that. Those are good. Go to BYOB. Bring your own bottle setup. Like, for what, Doug? I'm sorry. I missed the context there. Now we know people by first names. I know some people by first names. Butterscotch Angel's Envy Rye aged in rum barrels. Sounds delicious, actually. I need to try this.
Yeah, that does sound. I was looking at that.
Kegels and whiskey. That's how you don't have a bathroom break. Got to exercise those muscles.
We need to write that one down. Angel's Envy Rye.
Write it down.
In rum barrels.
Weekend. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Frey Ranch picks. We're trying to do a Frey Ranch store pick. So right now, it looks like we're going to do a 13th colony out of Georgia. We're going to do a Clyde Mays, it looks like. And we've got several other options we're looking at. But I don't really want to just do a pick. I want to go there. I want to talk to the people. I want to create some content. I want to have some fun with it. And then we just do a pick while we're there kind of thing. So we're trying to find the right ones. The major distilleries don't care. I emailed Buffalo Trace and said, hey, we could create some videos and we'd do a store pick. And they're like, dude, everybody wants a store pick. Just kind of get in line and we're good with videos. So couldn't do that. So we've kind of dialed it back to small distilleries that might, we might be able to help shine some light on what they're doing and the fact that they make really good whiskey. And then we might be able to do not a Detling, Hal. No, not a Detling. A Detling is not, I have a hard time saying bad things about folks that I don't like. And I don't mean people in general, but like they make whiskey, the whiskey sucks. I don't want to say bad things about them, right? Like I don't want to hurt their business because some people might like it. And I want you to try because my opinion should not matter that much to you.
It's just that, his
right?
opinion.
It's just my opinion. Your taste may be a little different. You may love this stuff. And so I don't want to come across as my opinion is the end all be all and you should not buy these whiskeys and try them for yourself. Now I want to give you my opinion so that you might weigh that information to not make a bad decision. But I have a hard time when a whiskey's not good. I struggle with it. I'm gonna be honest. Like we just did the first review of a whiskey on the Brewzle score that is below 50, below average. First one, and it hasn't come out yet. It'll probably come out next week. Might be the Friday video. I don't know. I've still got to film all the history stuff.
Anymore.
Did
you finish all?
Will poured them for me when he was here.
Poured
There's 10 of them in that drawer right there. Well, 8 of them because I shot 2.
Oh.
So I have a hard time with whiskey that's not exceptional. I love sharing the stuff I find exceptional. Like I love it. But I absolutely hate talking bad about it because it is hard to make a whiskey. Like this person, they spent all of their time and money and energy and it just took a ton of effort and they made it and then it's not good.
To you.
To me. It's not good to me. But that doesn't mean they're not going to go on to make exceptional stuff. That's not going to mean that you're not going to like it. And so I have a hard time. And Detling is one of those. That's an Alabama whiskey. I want to love it. I want to go support them. I want to go to their distillery and I want to tell y'all, I want to shout from the mountaintops how freaking good it is. But I've had absolutely nothing from them that I like. And it's not that it's not good. It's just not good to me, right?
Yeah. It's
just not my profile. And a lot of small distilleries will use rapid aging on stuff. They may use staves or smaller barrels or whatever. And I will never like that from anybody. Like, it's just not good. And so I struggle with that a little bit when something's not good. I do. I struggle telling folks. Like, there's been a couple of videos I just didn't even do because I just didn't like it. Like, I just didn't even put them on.
It's okay just to say, I didn't like it, but you might.
I understand. So what makes a whiskey bad to me? That rapid aging instantly is going to make it bad, right? Use small barrel staves, something like that. That makes it bad. 2, if it has a ton of maltiness. I don't like maltiness. I don't like scotches. I'm just mediocre on Irish whiskeys unless it's an exceptional Irish whiskey. So I don't like a ton of maltiness. So like the Chattanooga stuff, don't really like it because it tends to have a lot of malty flavor to me.
See, I kind of like
and
the
then there's
Chattanooga
just
stuff.
like, some of them just have kind of an off, it's just some off-putting flavors. Like it's hard to explain. If you were here, we could try it together and I could explain it to you. But I just don't want to shit on people's efforts because they may be great someday, right?
Yeah.
But right now they're not. And Detling is just one of those things to me to where I want to support those guys. I want to do everything I can to help those guys. I definitely don't want to do anything to hurt those guys. But I just don't like it. So what am I supposed to do? Y'all let me know what I'm supposed to do. Stag should be year-round. Yeah, I think it's released regularly for sure. And I missed a ton of chats here.
You did.
Rick says, what makes a whiskey bad, as in, what do you like? So what I like, I typically prefer like floral, fruity notes, right? A little bit of, I like proof. I need some proof. What I don't like there's some of these that have kind of that. Have you had a Detling?
I believe I have tried Detling, but
Grab
I
a
cannot
blend.
remember.
Try it right now. I just used a bunch of it in a bourbon glaze.
I just
just
want
used
a
all-
tad bit, though.
I used almost the entire bottle of Detling in a bourbon glaze. It made a really good glaze. Here,
Well, see,
pour as much or as little as you
There,
want.
you can. It makes a really good glaze.
If I do a review of this and I say this is really good if you boil it, that's not going to be a good review for them. So I'm down with truth, Nate, but it's like, I just don't want to. I don't know. At the same time, I don't want to do anything to hurt their business, right? I have not tried anything from Sugarfield Spirits.
Has anybody else had Detling and liked it? That's a good question.
Yeah. Is anybody a big fan of this Detling? I got a lot of recommendations for the cash string. Didn't like that equally. Maker's 46. I'm not a big fan of Maker's 46. Like, it's French oak stave, right? They used oak staves. And I've not found anything that uses oak staves that I'm just a huge fan of, unless it's a small part of a bigger blend. The Peerless Double Oaked is pretty good, but I don't just absolutely love it as much as I do just Peerless, but it's good. Yeah, Damon, I can't keep up either. I like, y'all keep these comments coming. I love it. It's great, and I apologize if I miss any.
Yeah, there's just.
Alvin, right here. Detling.
So this is rapidly aged.
And these guys are in Alabama.
This is rapidly aged.
I don't know. I'm not saying this is rapidly aged. Let me have some of that.
It smells very
It's dusty.
Yeah, very.
It's oaky. It does smell like maybe they use small barrels. Like, it's not a 53-gallon barrel aged for a long time. It's a smaller barrel aged for, a little less. And so it's light. It's got a bitter oakiness. Do what?
That's a good idea, Rick.
What?
He says when you don't like a whiskey, do a head-to-head video with someone who likes it and talk it out. Would be interesting to hear that discussion.
Finding somebody that likes these might be difficult, though.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty easy to please. Like, I'm pretty
you're
chill.
Picky.
She's right.
You're a little picky.
Okay, I'm picky. So I need to find somebody that likes this, and then we need to do a video. We need to do like a debate. So my guess, this is a complete and total guess, is that they're using smaller barrels for this whiskey. That is my guess, is that whiskey is probably fine. They just used like a 5, 10, 15-gallon barrel, maybe a 20-gallon barrel, and aged it instead of aging it in a 55-gallon barrel or 53-gallon.
Hal says they were 53-gallon barrels. I just want to say that it's not. It hasn't sat in the barrel long enough.
So you just don't think it's old enough? But here's the thing:
I don't think it's been in a barrel.
The
long
older it's
enough.
gonna go, the older it goes, the more those flavors are going to intensify.
That's
So
what it's
I'm
lacking.
I'm not getting
intensity
like
of the flavors.
Well, this is the low proof. You want the high proof version? It's got a bunch of intensity of flavors, and all the flavors are bad. They're just super intense.
Well, let me try that one, because I don't think this is necessarily bad. I think
that's not like, oh my God, it's atrocious. Let's pour it out. Although I did.
I
just
think
use it in a glaze.
there's room for growth here in this. Like,
That's
this,
not like, oh my God, I love it. Let's do a barrel pick of it, though, right?
No, it's not there yet. But
Which is
I
what
think,
I want. I want, like, this is wonderful.
I
Like,
think but I think there's room for improvement.
like John Emerald. John Emerald's here in Alabama. Like, literally, the dude lives right across the road from me. Love the guy. Fantastic dude. They make a lot of really cool stuff. Their bourbon is not good. It's not good because they use, like, oak chips to rapidly age it, but they source it, they rapidly age it, they put it out. It's not good. But, and I'll tell him it's not good. Somebody probably share this with him. It's not good. But they're doing their first like 55-gallon, like heirloom corn, bottle and bond bourbon they're working on now. I had his new make. That's going to be freaking exceptional. Like, I'm pretty sure he would say the oak chip stuff they do is not great. But like what he's doing now is going to be good in a few years when they can bottle it and sell it. This is already being bottled and sold. And so this is the cash strength.
In the barrel long enough.
You just think it's young.
It's very young.
You think it's, but like normally
Very
I get like a
young.
grainy note.
It's
It
just
is
very
young. It is not particularly old.
It's just very young. I think they should have just left it in there longer.
I still feel like it's got a little high maltiness to it. I don't know what their mash bill is, but maybe that's my problem with it. I'm tasting a little more malt than I want.
I
Like
just
that's
think it's
maybe
too
it.
young.
Like I'm super sensitive to malt. So
I
maybe it's
I
just a
think
high
it's
malt
just
mash
too
bill.
young for a little bit of that.
It's a young high malt mash bill. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I have a hard time like sharing these honesties because I don't want to hurt this company. I want y'all to go buy it and try it and y'all tell me y'all love it.
I don't think it's hurting anybody to say, hey, you know what? I think this has a lot of potential.
So what you're saying is
They're young, right? It's a young distillery.
I'm overestimating my influence by saying by thinking that if I say bad things, people are not going to buy it. I'm overestimating my influence. is
No,
what you're
I
saying.
think you definitely have an audience and an influence, and I think if you said something, it might deter some people from trying it. But
Somebody look up Detling's mash bill. Let me know what it is. Jill is absolutely boss there, John. It's only 3 years old. Somebody hit me with the mash bill,
see,
please.
I think that's the problem with this one is that it's just too young.
This one's same age, but it's cash strength, not watered down.
It has potential. That
Yeah.
has potential.
Yeah, but I want to. If I'm going to pay for it, I want that potential to be realized. I don't want it to
understand.
be sometime in the future.
I understand.
Jay Treth, bottle and bond means really. I mean, there's a whole thing around bottle and bond. Google it, but realistically, it means it was aged at least 4 years. It's going to be bottled at 100 proof, and all the grains were grown in one distilling season. There's some other requirements, but that's really like you just know it's 4 years, and you know it's 100 proof. He uses some very unique grains. It does not remind me anything of Frey Ranch, Hal. It does not remind me anything of Frey Ranch.
This? No.
Yeah.
No.
Damon started with some Michter Sour Mash, and now American. Awesome. And then he's moving on to that Brewzle store pick. There's like 26 of those left, so if y'all want one, you better freaking grab it. 50. Oh, are you serious? Is it 49% malted barley? It can't be. Like, he's got to be joking. He's got to be joking. It can't be that much.
This one almost has a coffee taste to it.
Yeah.
Like
Let me try it.
There's coffee. I feel like I'm tasting like coffee bean. There's coffee.
Yeah.
There's some coffee in there.
But it's not good. Oh.
It's
It's like bad. I don't even, like it's like bitter coffee.
bitter. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
what's that? What's the cocoa that's like the cocoa?
It's like really dark cocoa, like
Yeah.
an unsweetened cocoa.
Yeah.
Very much that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's my favorite, but
You can't rush the natural. Like, it's got to be in a big barrel for a long time. The funniest thing about the bourbon industry is when upstart companies source their stuff until they can get up and running, and everyone raves, and then they start making their own stuff, and it's crap. I mean, that's true. Like John Emerald, though, the stuff they're making right now, I'm expecting a lot out of it. Like, their new make is freaking delicious. It's grainy, it's new make, but it has like those fruity, floral sweetness that I want. I cannot wait to taste that stuff in 4 years. And the green, the 5 years getting there. Is this 5 year?
that's not 5 years, is it?
Can't be 5 years. This is the green right here.
Yeah.
Oh, just a guess. I got you.
Ah.
Link for the store pick. I can't tell you legally, like this platform does not want me to promote where you can buy alcoholic beverages, but you can buy a Brewzle Glencairn, not that one, but this one at Brewzle.com, if you know what I mean, right? Yes, I do want you to get me a William LaRue Weller. I'd missed any other comments about it, but yes, absolutely.
100%.
Any good on St. Cloud? I have St. Cloud Poseidon, which is good, but like not something I would. I paid over $100 for the bottle. I don't think it's that good. The first bottle I bought on my collection here, probably just a Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. Oh yeah, I mean that's definitely making me want my for sure. 6 grain. This does say it uses 6 grains, doesn't it?
Is how like he says we. Is he from Detling? From Mini?
He's copying. I think he's copying
copying.
stuff from their
Okay.
website, right? They get grains from all sorts of places.
Our flavor grains come from the craft beer and baking.
I'm just trying to figure out how much of it's a malt, right? Favorite Woodford. Oh my God, very fine rare. They're like master distillers. Very fine rare is freaking exceptional. Yeah, I don't know. The cool thing about what John Emerald's doing is all those grains are like heirloom
Cool,
grains
yeah.
grown for them here in the
Right.
state. So it's going to be cool.
That's gonna be awesome.
Why is Bartown so hyped and priced high? I don't know, man. Some of their stuff's good. Like they make some really good stuff, and some of it's just okay. I don't know why it's hyped and priced high. I guess it's hyped because it's priced high, or maybe it's priced high because it's hyped. Old Granddad 114 is gonna make a review here pretty soon. It's on my list. Get a horse collector shirt.
Yeah. Pick out.
So Damon's pimping the merch. Jill's wearing the horse collector shirt here.
Yes.
The ladies cut in that's like the dark heather, I think, or maybe it's the black one.
It's the
So
dark.
pick up some merch while you're here. Why not? To be classified as bourbon, does it have to be distilled in Kentucky? No, Adam, it does not. To be bourbon, it has to be made in the U.S., and it has to be 51% corn on the mash bill. It has to be aged in charred oak barrels. I think that's... There may be some other requirements. I think that's pretty much it, though. John's new to the channel. What's up?
I was gonna say yes, Ben. We would do bourbon hunting in Hawaii.
Hell
I
yeah.
think that would be like
That's going to happen sooner or later. I'm
the
going to be
best
honest.
video ever.
We don't make enough.
I don't know. Is there?
Here's the thing. We got a bunch of opportunities to go on these trips. People are asking, like, somebody in Montana is like, come here. I'll sell you, like, a liquor store hit me up there, like, we'll give you some nice bottles at MSRP. But it's like, that's like, if I'm going to do that trip right, it's 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah.
And so that's like work and creating videos and all the things. So it's really 3 weeks because I'm going to have to like work 100 hours the week before to get everything I need done. And then I'm going to have to work the 2 weeks while I'm also out on the road doing stuff. And it's just, I want to do them all. I really do. But the budget's not there to support them just yet, but I'm hoping it is.
But definitely Hawaii. That's on.
Oh, that's
Jill-
on the list.
That's on
That's
Jill's
on the list.
bucket
That's
list.
on my list too. That's on my list too. So sooner or later, and I missed John. I was reading John's comment. Best bottle to buy for beginners. So John, look at the channel. Look at our videos. I've got top 5 bourbons for beginners, which is actually 8. It's a long form video. I go over 8 different bourbons, but I tell you why each one is right. And then what I want you to do is try those. Come back on the live stream. Tell me which ones you liked and didn't. Each one of them, some of them are a little harder to get, but none of them are super expensive. Try them. Let me know what you like, and then we will go from there. Whistle Pig 21 price $800. Lord have mercy. No, I will pass. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
No.
Do you have a strategy for getting all the notes out of bourbon when you taste it? No. Like caramel is kind of just one of those givens with bourbon. Like I get a lot of caramel on bourbon typically.
On those, especially.
But man, just what I would like to do is like what you need to do is try people's like find tasting notes on a bourbon you're trying, try it, and then read their tasting notes and see if you can pick those things up. And if you can't, cool. You're not wrong. Maybe they're wrong, right? Everybody's taste buds are different, so what you want to do is kind of find somebody that has similar taste buds to you, but just read their notes, try it and say, can I pick this up? And if you can, great, then you start identifying it. And honestly, I have some of that problem. People are like, this has baking spice. And I was like, what the hell is baking spice? What does baking spice taste like? I don't even know what baking, and people are like, this is clove. And I'm like, I'd never eat clove. I got to go try some clove to see what clove tastes like, to see if I can pick up clove, right? That's just kind of how it works. It's all subjective. It's all a game. This is a big video game simulation. This is all the Matrix. It doesn't matter, right? Find what you like. But if you want to start picking up notes, figure out what notes. So I'm really susceptible to floral, red fruit, oakiness, a little bit of caramel, some cinnamon. That's pretty much it. Like everything else just kind of falls by the wayside. So figure out what notes you're susceptible to, drink, try them, have a good time. Wild Turkey 13, father and son, $2.50. That'd be tempting because I like Wild Turkey stuff so much, and I've never had that one. But that's a lot of money for a bottle. Mm. Yes, Scotty, we have tried the Frey Ranch Cash Strength, and we both really like it.
I love Frey Ranch, too.
Yeah.
It's one of my faves.
How good is 1792? 1792 small batch is actually pretty good. I've seen some hit or miss reviews on it, but it's pretty good whiskey. I like the 12-year. Notes of stone fruit. Exactly. What the hell's a stone fruit?
I don't know.
Stone does not sound like a fruit.
I've never had a stone.
It sounds like a really hard fruit that's I'm gonna break a tooth on that fruit if I try to eat a stone fruit. I don't know what a stone fruit is.
I don't think I've ever had a stone fruit.
I don't know. Who freaking knows? Banana Jack Daniels. I do get banana bread on Jack Daniels, especially like the higher proof stuff. So when are you getting a bottle of Michter's Celebration? When I win the lottery, I guess. What's up?
We gotta do my blind.
We need to do your blind. Let's do your blind. You need to
leave.
Well, you hang out here because, like earlier, they said, "How do you do this without a restroom break?" And I'm about to go take a restroom break. So you keep people entertained, talk to them, read comments.
Goodness.
I've got to go to a restroom break. Then I'm gonna get the RC out of the refrigerator, and then we'll pour your blind.
All right.
We're not. Do we need ice? Do you need ice?
Yes.
I gotta go get ice then too.
I will get ice while I'm out of the room.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, y'all ask me questions about Brewzle. I'll answer.
Very personal.
I'll answer the ones that can.
Very personal question.
Inquiring minds want to know about Brewzle. What do you want to know about him? Great job, Jill, teaching the kids to love books. Well, thank you. Which is really odd because, I mean, I love books. I love them, but I don't read them very often. I don't have time to read a book. I want to read a book. I take a book to the beach with me every time, and my goal is to read the entire book. And I never get finished with it. Never. All right, so what is his line of work? He works in e-commerce. He has his own agency, and he works in e-commerce. So websites that sell things. Were his ribs good? Yes, the ribs were delicious. We actually still worked on them tonight. We had them for dinner and lunch today, so they were really good. What was his first car? Oh goodness, first car.
What was my first car?
Yeah.
You don't remember?
I do. Wait a minute. Don't. You're putting pressure in my brain.
It had your footprints in the headrest.
What was that car? Oh my goodness.
I drove that car until you got pregnant.
Yeah.
You made me trade it in. You made me trade my first car in once you got pregnant with Will.
Let me think about what this was. This was
what color was it?
It was black.
Okay.
Got
what
that.
color was the interior?
Red.
Yes. How many footprints were in the headrest?
I have 2 feet, so 2.
Did not have a headrest, so it just had like the foam, so you just put your footprint up there?
What was the name of that car? Like, what's the type of that car?
I don't know. Think about it. I'm going to get the RC.
I am stumped on this one because, I mean, I know the car, obviously. I just cannot remember what it was. It was a big old hoopty looking car. I don't know what it was.
It's not a hoopty.
It was. It was definitely not a car for an infant. It was not a Datsun. No, it was not that. Oh my goodness! It's not like a Monte. Oh, it was a Oldsmobile Cutlass, wasn't it? Was it a Cutlass? I don't know, y'all. It was one of them old cars. Was it a Cutlass?
It was a 1981 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme Brewham edition.
There we go.
Without the T-tops. So when I turned 14 years old, there was a Buick Grand National for sale in Columbus, Georgia that I tried to talk my dad into buying. It was $5,000. My dad said, "There ain't way in hell I'm paying $5,000 for you a car." Because at that time, my dad was driving cars that were like $400. He wasn't buying me a Grand National. So when I saved up enough money, I worked and saved up enough money over a summer or two, and I had like $800 saved up, and I bought this 81 Oldsmobile Cutlass that it was black, kind of looked like a Grand National, but it was not. It was a poor man's Grand National. So
yes.
My brother had a Buick Regal that had the same V6 in it as a Grand National. It wasn't turbocharged, but it had the same V6. We pulled the V8 after I blew that and threw the V6 in it, and I had a blast until you made me sell it.
Well, we were having a baby.
I know. Now we need to buy. I feel like now that I'm having a midlife crisis, or maybe I just need to go through a midlife crisis, we need to buy a Grand National to replace it.
No, we have enough cars.
I need a Grand National. T-top Grand National would make me extremely happy for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15. And then it would be going on to the next car.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always another car, Jill. There's always another car. Hey, you got a couple. I need 3 like rocks glasses down there.
All right, and you need me to leave, and you need me to get some ice, right?
Yes, you said you want ice. Then you're gonna need to get. So y'all. When I was a kid, y'all gotta understand, I grew up poor, so like super poor. Y'all don't even freaking know. I would go to my grandmother's house, and she would take us to the store, and she would sit in the car. She wouldn't get out at the store. She didn't want to deal with that crap. So she would give us $1 plus, but like she would give me and my brother $1. And she said, y'all get whatever you want. And then she would give us money, and we would go into the store at like 8, 9, 10, 12 years old. And we would buy her a pack of cigarettes. So she'd send little kids in to get a pack of cigarettes. No. Like an actual rocks glass.
You don't have them down here.
Look, over there. Look right there. See right there? I mean, just grab the Auburn University 1957 National Championship glasses back there. That'd be fine.
Are they clean?
So she'd send, yeah, they're clean. She would send us in to get a pack of cigarettes. She would give us $1 to spend. And if Coke was 50 cents. So if we wanted a Coke, that would be all of our money. Me and my brother would spend 50 cents each, and that would be the end of it. RC Cola was 35 cents. So we could spend 35 cents on an RC and spend 15 cents on a blow pop. And so we'd get RC Cola and a blow pop, but if we wanted Coke, we would only get Coke. So growing up as a kid, all I drank was RC Cola. Literally all I would drink. It is not 1957, thank you very much. We're talking about the late 80s. Lord have mercy. And RC is not the greatest cola in the world. I'm going to measure the alcohol we're putting in this because I want it to be I want to try to actually trick her. Let me see if I've got I don't even know if I have any sort of measuring device that's clean. I think all my measuring devices are dirty and in the sink there. So we're just going to have to go the old school way. That's what we're going to do. That seems like an ounce of whiskey to me. Of course, we put them all in the same glass. So I hope we remember which one's which. Lord have mercy. I don't eat a lot anymore, which is new for me, so the Stag just goes straight to my head. Y'all just have to apologize. I'll have to apologize. Y'all have to forgive me. All right, so she's supposed to be bringing some ice. Yes, very much so.
All right, so now I gotta leave though, right?
The Stags are fantastic. No, you're good. I just got to put ice in them.
Now, I think that this is not very fair because I don't like RC.
Well, maybe that's part of it.
Alright, so I have to determine which one of these is Jack.
Yeah, and I don't know if I remember which one's Jack, so we may have to review the footage. We may have to get the replay booth to review the footage.
Well, now, see, you need to be writing this stuff down, dude. So you really don't remember which one's which?
I think I do.
I mean, they're the same glass.
That was the problem. That was the problem I developed. RC stands for Royal Crown.
Alright, so one of these is Jack, one of these is Jim, and one of these is Crown Royal.
Yes, and there's, like, it's not as good as Coke. It's not as good as Pepsi. But it's a lot cheaper. I haven't had the orange on those there. The Jameson orange or the Jim Beam orange. What do you think, Jill? Talk out loud while you're sniffing.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to see if I can smell the difference. And there's definitely a difference in some of them.
So I bought these at an estate sale. These are the Auburn University 1957 National Championship glasses. Y'all can't see that too much. They're really cool. There's like a set of 11. Only 3 of them have been used. It appears like all the markings are good on 8 of them. Really cool stuff. Like, how often do you get to find like almost 70-year-old glasses that haven't been used?
All right.
Which one smells the best? We'll say 1, 2, 3. Which one smells the best?
This one smells heavy on RC.
Literally should have about the same.
This one kind of puts me in that, like, there's some cinnamon smell to it.
Okay.
Like cinnamon candy. This one smells weird.
John Dilly, once every 50 years. Pretty much like 50 years. About once every 50 to 53 years, we'll win a natty. So.
All right, so all I have to do is pick out the Jack.
And you win. Which one's the Jack Daniels? But then also rank them. Like, you might like something better than Jack, but pick which one's Jack and give me an order.
Gotta cleanse my palate.
Chris Pine says, go Tigers. Wrong Tigers, but that's cool, man. LSU's a good time. I really want to go to Baton Rouge for a game one night. Sat down with a Jack Triple Mash. Happy to see you going. Appreciate it, Lauren. So these two, which one's better?
They're similar.
Yeah, the Triple Mash is great. I have the kosher wheat behind me there, Jake, and it was good, not great. What's the purpose of Everclear? Intoxication. That's the only purpose. Coke trade a flea market with Bear Bryant and Pat Dye. Yeah, those have been around forever. I used to see those a lot, Hal. They're getting rare now, but I don't think they're super valuable. I've tried Disaronno, but only in a mixed drink. Everclear's death, yeah. Which one? Which one's best?
This is not.
So it's just rare. That's why the kosher wheat's pricey.
I think we should have did this with Coke.
No, see, the RC is intentionally trying to throw you off a little bit. Like, that's intentional. Well, one, all I had was RC. Two, I thought this would make it better because you can't, like, hone in on what you're used to. You got to pick the best one with a cola. And it's a cola you're not used to. So, like, if I just poured you Jack and Coke, you'd say, that's Jack and Coke because I have Jack and Coke all the time. But if I pour you a Jack and RC, you got to be like, I'm not so sure. So which one of those is most enjoyable? Let's do that first. Order them. First, second, third. Don't tell her, David. Don't tell her, David. Wild Turkey 101's excellent. So, Brandon, we have Brendan, We have a video on the channel where I go over the top 5. It's actually 8, but the video is top 5 bourbons for beginners. If you're just starting to get into bourbon, try that one. And Wild Turkey 101's on the list, but I want you to try a lot of different whiskeys that are fairly affordable. Which one's best?
Which one's best?
Yes. The license plate over the right shoulder is for my 1963 Impala Eleanor that never comes home. I've been working on that car, or I've had like 3 shops working on that car for like 15 years. It's never coming home. It's coming. My garage is being built. Eleanor comes home hopefully within 2 months. They'll be done in 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone a little bit. Like about 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be gone. And then when I get back, I'm bringing the Impala back. And that's the license plate for it. So it's a 1963 Alabama license plate. Here you can run like year of make. So if you have like a 1963 car, you can buy an original 1963 license plate and register that on the car. What do you think, Jill? You've drank half of them. You need to be able to order them at this point.
You do not tell me when I need to be able to order something.
All right. I'll keep talking. I apologize if I missed some. Dr. Pepper and peanut butter. I'll try it. Somebody blend it up. Ginger ale. Ginger ale is actually really good with whiskey for sure. I haven't put bitters in it, but I do a video. So let me ask y'all. There's 210 people in the channel here, in the chat right now on this live stream. We are about to probably we're going to start 2 new channels. One channel, we're going to keep this one bourbon focused. We're going to start a new channel where I'm just going to let Will, my son, 25-year-old son, who really pushes a lot of the mixed drink flavored whiskey stuff, I'm going to let him go crazy. So we're going to do a lot of mixed drink flavored whiskey stuff. And then I've got another channel. We may start doing car stuff. Like, honestly, we've got to get this where it's big enough to where I can do it for a living someday. Like, that would be really fun. But, like, cars are my passion. I love automobiles, more so than bourbon. I like bourbon. I love cars. And so, like, I'd really love to do an automotive channel. And so, would y'all watch that? Like, is that something that would interest y'all if we did more automotive stuff? Ken with the 1999 super chat and no message, like a baller. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate the support. This is the best one.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You just pushed it forward. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I pushed it forward because there's
Scotch channel. Ooh, Devin. We might do. We're gonna, in this channel, the whiskey channel. I say it's bourbon. It's going to be whiskey. We're probably going to start exploring some scotches, but I just don't. I highly doubt my ability to get into scotches. I just highly doubt it. I just don't know. But thanks for the super chat. What's my dream car, Nick? 157 cars. Right now, I need that T-Top Grand National. I need a C8 Corvette. I'd love to own a Ferrari. Which Ferrari? I don't really care. I just want to own a Ferrari. I'm afraid of Ferrari, like, maintenance and stuff. I'd love to own one just because that's just like rich people shit, and I need one at some point. But right now, like, I've got, like, the 63 Impala was my dream car. That was it for a long time. It still has been. Like, I drove that car like 100 miles before I sent it to the first shop, and it's been gone for, 15, 16 years. So, I don't know. I like a lot of dumb cars, and I want to own about 100 of them.
Question.
Yes.
How much of those did you put in here?
About the same.
What is it? An ounce, 2 ounces?
Roughly.
2 or an ounce?
I think it was roughly an ounce and a half of each.
Do you know that like all these have you done this before?
No.
Because they're very. These two are similar. That one's tasting a little watered down, but I tend to.
I know exactly what that is. Know what that is. Although, yeah, I'd get all these right. Yeah, I'd get those right.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I think this is Jim.
Okay, do you think it's the best one?
No.
Okay.
But it's throwing me off because I don't like strong Jack and Cokes anyway. You know this.
All these have about the same amount of whiskey and to RC ratio. The ratio, because what I did was I poured about the same amount, and then I filled it up to the bottom of that label. So all of them have about the same amount of RC. They have about the same amount of alcohol. All of them are about the same proof. They may have varying amounts of ice because I was a little haphazard with that. But they have different flavors. And you know, so I won't say more. I won't say more. I'll give you more in a minute when you actually order them and tell me which ones you think is. This is Jim Beam. Okay. That's what you said, right?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Is that accurate? Oh,
I mean, I don't want to tell you.
Right. I thought you said this is Jim Beam.
That's what you said.
And I say that only because, and I don't drink, I don't know if I've even ever had Jim Beam, but I would just think that it would be the watered down taste that I'm tasting.
Okay.
But I've never had Crown either. So
Well,
only one of these I've had is Jack.
So which one's Jack?
I don't know, because it seems like these are heavy on the alcohol.
Do you think Jim Beam would be better than Jack Daniels?
No.
Do you think Jack Daniels would be significantly better than Jim Beam?
In a Jack and Coke, yes.
So which one's Jack Daniels then? It should be significantly better. It ought to be that simple. It's significantly better. What's going on, Ron Martin? Thanks for joining and hanging out. Yeah, it's not a huge banana flavor there, John, when it's mixed with Coke.
And you're right. Who said that? Nick. I don't like to be wrong, but I think I'm going to be wrong on this one because I don't know. I'm going to say this is Jack.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is Crown, and I'm going to say this is Jim.
Which one's the best one?
To me, this one.
Okay. So the one you picked as the best one is Jim Beam.
What?
The one you picked is the worst one. This is the worst one. This is Crown. And Jack Daniels is your second.
Really?
Literally the order we have
This
the
one
bottles
had a
over there.
weird twang to it.
Yeah, that Jack Daniels nuttiness.
No, I don't get that.
That kind of banana bread
I
nuttiness.
don't get that in the Jack and Coke.
It tastes a lot like banana bread. This one is the nuttiness without the banana. And then this one is just that kind of, that Crown flavor. That's the only way I can describe it.
But these do not taste the same as if it's in a Coke.
It's yes and no, right? It tastes a little different, but the whiskey tastes similar. You just got the Coke flavor instead of the RC flavor.
I think it's the RC that did it. I am not a fan.
She did not get anything right, Hal. She got none of them right.
I know. I got them all wrong.
None of them right. I literally, how the bottles are lined up over there is how I poured them. Because I couldn't remember. Now blend them. We need to try them all.
I'm very upset with that because I think it should have been in a Coke. I don't think it should have been this RC stuff.
You think I cheated you?
Yeah, I don't like RC to begin with.
What if they're all blended? So when we blended all the cheap whiskeys, it was better than any individual.
Right.
And I think that's worse than any individual ones.
Really?
What do you get for getting them all wrong? Is there like a prize for being completely wrong? It's worse.
Oh,
It's
that's
worse blended.
horrible.
Yeah, it's worse blended.
I don't think that was a fair representation.
You're just trying to
my
make excuses.
skills.
I told you were going to get it wrong, Jill.
I think it was the RC. I mean, I would have rather had them blinded, just them, and not with the RC Cola.
What does Stagg Jr. and George T Stagg taste like if you blend those together?
I don't know.
We're about to
I don't
find
know.
out. What time is it?
TJ don't get nothing for me getting them all wrong. It's his fault I got them all wrong because he put them in RC Cola.
I get all the Super Chat dollars.
No, you don't.
That's what I get.
No.
Yep. I got all mine right.
I can't help that. You didn't have to put them in RC Cola. Who drinks RC Cola? Nobody.
You want to try this in RC Cola?
No.
What is George T Stagg, which would be Junior, and RC Cola taste like? We're about to find out. I don't know. Try it again with Will. We'll have to get Will up here for a live stream here soon. Oh, that needs more Pepsi. Or more RC.
Yeah, more Pepsi.
More RC.
Let me taste RC by itself. It's RC that messed it up.
I completely opened a new one, even though I had this one.
See, that is so gross. That's what messed it up. Ugh.
Ken with the $9.99 super chat. Love the channel. Any chance you'll be willing to come out with a signature Brewzle bourbon? So, Ken, right now we are working on trying to build our store picks, right? So we're doing a lot of store picks. At some point, we will either source some barrels, or I may be talking to John Emerald about distilling some, but we're going to have to like age them for years. So if we distill our own, it's going to take a while. And then I got to figure out how to age them and do all that stuff. So I don't want to just source whiskey and then release a Brewzle bourbon. I want to have them contract distilled, and then we age them and do some stuff. So it's going to happen, but it's going to be years. John Dilly with the $4.99 super chat. This goes to Jill because she's a boss that is completely wrong about everything. What was? Were you going to poke me in the neck?
I was going to pinch you.
Do it. Do it. Oh, I like it.
Pull your ear.
Pull it harder. Pull it harder. Stone Cold. I can't even. I've drank too much.
Stone Cold says, "Give me."
It's funny how Stagg Jr. just makes you like not be able to read things.
Well,
Stone Cold says, "Give me an oh hell yeah."
You just had more than I have of
that. I feel pretty good. I haven't overdone it, but it does make it to where you can't read. So I probably need to slow down before I do overdo it. Auburn fans, can't kill them. They're like cockroaches, those dang Auburn fans.
I think Auburn fans are awesome.
Yeah, Damon says, only 10 more minutes. We got 10 more minutes in this live stream, and we will be 2 hours in.
8
so
minutes.
Good time.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. We've ran off about 20 or 30 people in the last few minutes, so I'd find a line in a handicap stall to get my hands on some B-Tag. Well, Colton, you don't have to go that far, man. Just hang out a little while. Maybe we'll have you over. I don't know where you're located, but would love to see some videos of your bourbon in the barrel. Like, so I need, like, the problem is, we've talked to the state of Alabama, and I talked to them about buying a barrel and aging it here. Like, I was going to buy a Lincoln Continental. Just a new Lincoln, not a new one, but another 72 Lincoln, put a barrel in the trunk and age it in my yard or drive it around. And they're like, nah, we're not going to do that. So we have to actually, we have to get the channel up to a point to generate enough revenue to buy a commercial building in a commercially zoned district to be able to age our own whiskey. And we're just not there yet. So we'll get there hopefully someday if it keeps growing like it's growing, and we'll be able to do some really fun stuff. Because that's all I want to do. Like, I just want to do really dumb things. Whatever dumb idea comes to me on a random Tuesday, I need enough money to do that dumb idea. That's all I want in life. I don't, like, Ferrari's fun.
Just wants to wake up every morning and say, what
I'll be okay
dumb
if
idea?
I'll be fine if I can never buy a Ferrari, but I am going to be frustrated as I can be if I can't come up with enough money to support my dumb ideas. I missed the competition between GTS and Stagg. So, to me, the GTS was better, but to her, the Stagg 18 was better. But even to me, it was a close competition.
They're very close, yeah.
Like, it is a close competition. And so, it's like, you can't lose if you get either bottle, and that Stagg 18 is a lot more attainable and a lot cheaper.
Oh, this is a lot cheaper, and you can get this one easier. I mean, not to say don't try to get this one, but you'll be happy with this one.
Yeah.
You'll be very happy with this one.
S. Meyer says your shorts are getting
Really
millions
good.
of views. Congrats. Thank you. We've been in a little bit of a rut this month, but it wasn't us. We were just in YouTube jail for a couple of weeks. But it kind of broke out last week, starting to pick back up. So thank you, though. The benchmark barrel proof is a little rough. I don't think I have the barrel proof behind me right now to try that. I have quite a few benchmarks, though, and they're really good. Should do a YouTube collab with another awesome Alabama. Destin from Smarter Every Day. Dude, I love that freaking channel. I used to watch that channel a lot. I don't watch it so much anymore just because I don't watch a whole lot of content. But, yes, I think he's up in Huntsville. He does a lot of, like, science-y content.
Oh.
That would be fun. That would be
cool.
great, yeah. Any plans? I don't have any plans to come to South Carolina to go hunting right now, but I'm sure it'll happen. I literally want to hunt in every state.
You can go to Hilton Head.
We could go to Hilton Head. We bought the Lincoln in South Carolina, but I didn't spend a lot of time there. We should do that.
Take Maggie back home.
Take Maggie back to her homeland there in Columbia. Yeah. Crown RC Cola Lime Witch. The Crown and RC was actually really good. Jill didn't like it so much, though.
No.
What sort of beverage? So on that channel, like he's not doing the channel. I'll be filming most of it, but I'm going to get him involved in more of it. It's going to be more like flavored whiskeys, mixed drinks. We get a ton of requests of just blend this with this, right? Do X with Y. And so we'll be able to do more of those and drop those. And so that'll be a separate YouTube channel, but on like every other platform. So Facebook, TikTok, they'll just all go on the same channel. Oh yeah, Moonlight, we hit 250K.
Oh, did we?
I think it was either this morning or I think it was this morning. It's
That's
Monday,
awesome.
right? 250, which is just
That's
freaking
crazy.
I can't believe it. Like, honestly, when we started, I was like, if we hit 100K in like a year or two, we'll be good. And we hit 100K in like 4 months or 5 months. And so now we're at 250K. We've only really been at it on YouTube for 7 months now, something like that. That is hard to wrap your head around. Post live Discord voice chat. Should we, Devin? I tell you what, I'm going to jump in Discord after this live stream. I'm going to hang out for about 30 minutes, but I have been burning the candle at both ends for about 6 days now, and I'm extremely tired. So I'm going to go over there. I'll jump in the Discord chat for about 30 minutes. So y'all figure out what chat. I'll jump over there. As soon as we get off this stream, I'll jump in Discord. Whatever voice chat a bunch of people are in, I will jump in there for 30 minutes and hang out, and we'll talk about whatever the heck y'all want to talk about. So if you're not in Discord, Streamlabs and Nate earlier have been posting links. So jump in that Discord, sign up, hit the like button on this stream for me if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed, and, you know, just all we do is talk about bourbon. So what's up?
I just saw that Black Bourbon Family's in here. I watched them. I really like them.
Where are they at?
It's down there. What's the secret? We only have 3,000 subs, LOL. But they're awesome.
Okay, so
I really enjoy watching them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
Hit me up. We've got a Discord, so make sure you're in the Brewzle Discord. That link's been posted. I've got a secret chat, like a hidden chat room for our content creators only. And so jump in there, jump in the Discord, send me a DM. I will add you into that, and we can just talk about content. It's kind of dead. That chat's kind of dead right now. We've got most of the big bourbon creators in there. But I've just been busy. I haven't been keeping that one active, but happy to answer any questions, talk about anything. Like, we're an open book where I'm not hiding anything we're doing. Right. And I've got my editor in there, Will's in there. So all the folks that help make this channel what it is are in there, and we'll answer any questions you may have. And we'll be talking about things that we're thinking about, right? Problems we're having, how experiments we're running on videos. Like, that's where we post most of that stuff. So just jump in there, and we'll do anything we can do to help you.
What is Ouchie saying? Is it Ouchie?
Which one are you talking about, Jill?
The OC, he buying subs, ? Video's getting 10,000 views with...
Okay. Oh, so Ochi, yeah, no, we're not buying subs. So what you're looking at are long form videos. Long form videos getting 10,000 views with 250K subs. But most of our subs come from shorts. And if you look at our shorts, some of our shorts get 6-7 million views. A bad one on YouTube's probably going to get 50-60,000 views. So we have shorts, subs, and we're slowly transitioning those to long form viewers. So we're not buying subs. It's just a matter of most of our folks watch our short form content, and we get a lot of subs from that. And we're really only about 2 months into, maybe 3 months into, really trying to build more long form views. So no, I'm not going to cheat in anything, man. I don't, like, vanity metrics don't matter that much to me. What matters is the cool people that show up and hang out and stuff like this. So I would much rather have 200 cool people hang out here than have a whole bunch of vanity metrics that I faked. Yeah, hit that like button. What's my old faithful back in college? In college I was married with a kid,
Didn't drink anything.
raising a teenager that had just moved in with us. There was no old faithful. I just worked my ass off. But if it would have been anything, it'd have been Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Howdy from Houston. I appreciate it there, Jose. Least favorite bourbon. The George Dickel Tabasco flavored is the one that just absolutely killed me lately. More hunting videos, Dan says. We need to do those, don't we? We've got, I don't think I have any more filmed, but I'm about to drive to Branson. We will not stream next Monday. I'm going to be in Branson, and I'm going to drive up to Branson and do a hunting video from here to there, maybe 2 or 3. So that's going to be fun. So we'll have those coming out here soon. Are you serious? There's only 3 likes on on this live stream? Seriously? Well, that would suck. So Colton says I have an hour left. We need to just continue hanging out.
Goodness.
It is not 10 o'clock.
Oh, Colton,
The
I
Royal
have to
Crown.
pack. We got to pack. I can't stay on another hour.
Royal Crown. Yeah, she's leaving on Wednesday to go on vacation. I'm going to be here until Friday. So Royal Crown tastes like a cross between Scotch and a bourbon. Are you going to feature more bourbon rye cocktails? So on the new channel, we'll do a lot of bartender mixed drink stuff. On this channel, we might do a little more of that on shorts for sure, but not long forms. Tony says, I'm digging this channel. Super cool. Just got turned onto it from Matt Madness. Well, I'm sorry. I lost by 2 points. I wished I could have continued there, but my palate was torched that day. I'll be honest with you. I was panicking an hour before that, and I'm glad I did as good as I did. So hopefully I can take that up to the next level next time. Am I coming through Illinois on the way to Branson? Probably not. It'll probably be Mississippi, Arkansas, I think is the quickest way. So I'll probably do that. 180, only 180 likes. That still kind of sucks, but it's all good. Any thoughts on chicken cock rye? I haven't had their rye. I've had their bourbon. It was okay, but I haven't had their rye. Does the burn go away eventually with time? Yeah, Dan. We had 4 80 proof whiskeys to start this channel or start this live stream, and there was no burn. It was like drinking water. There was no burn. So yeah, once you work your way up and you hit those higher proofs, it'll completely go away. We are past time. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I'm going to go into the studio over there. I'm going to jump on Discord. I'm going to jump into one of the live audio chats where we can all talk and hang out. So if you're interested, make sure you're in Discord. Go over there, find the audio channel. I don't even know what audio channel everybody's going to be on, but if there's 4 or 5 people in there, I'm going to hang out for 20 or 30 minutes before I go to bed. But I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. It was a fun time. We will not be live next Monday, unfortunately. I am taking a little vacation. I freaking need it. And then we will be live again the following week, and hopefully we'll be regular for a while. I don't know. I've got one conference I've got to go to for sure later this month, so we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to be live as regular as I possibly can. But I'll update y'all as that schedule starts to solidify. So appreciate everybody hanging out. It was a good time. Hopefully you had a good Monday. Hopefully you have a great week, man. I hope everybody has a good time, and we'll catch up with y'all later.